It's amazing to see people creating their own inventions from a corner in their homes. If you've been looking forward to doing something different, you might be motivated when you see these 15 incredible homemade inventions. Brace up, you're probably going to be shocked at these discoveries. HANDMADE FLAMETHROWER. A young guy created this device as one of his many backyard projects. The flamethrower is a weapon that operates much like a squirt gun, but instead of water, it emits flammable liquid. The device can be a cool close-up defense gadget that comes in handy should you be in trouble with a threatening enemy. It consists of a single fuel tank, a cylinder of compressed gas to supply the force you need to send the flame out, a flexible hose connected to the tanks, and a trigger nozzle equipped with some means of igniting the fuel. 3D printed humanoid robot. You might love to have this cool homemade 3D printed humanoid robot that has some amazing features well worth seeing. The robot uses 25 servos for movement around. It can move its arm in any direction, move its head, grasp and release various objects among other things. Maybe it can even drive your car. I'm kidding. You shouldn't risk that. It has a built-in microphone, a speaker through which it speaks to you and listens to your commands, as the robot can be controlled through voice. This was created in Fusion 360 with CNC machined parts and uses an Arduino Mega as its main control unit. Hoverbike. This seemed impossible, but he actually did it. He made the Hoverbike in a garage in his home. It looks incredible and can be controlled forward or backwards by adjusting your weight distribution and moving side to side when you place more weight on either foot. A small EDF engine acts as a tail rotor to stop spinning when you want to come to a final halt, although the Hoverbike was still going through more modification as the throttle constantly stops. Hedge Cutter. This homemade hedge cutter or hedge trimmer was built using different heavy-duty household tools to create a powerful cutting tool. It is characterized by precise cutting, optimized blade geometry, and powerful operation. It was also designed to help you accomplish your work of cutting down large weeds and trimming hedges, shrubs and bushes. The hedge cutter is a versatile tool that you can use for several other things besides shearing hedges into shapes. Helicopter. The mosquito helicopter blade is sort of a popular invention in some parts of the world. It is an ultra-light minimalist flying device designed to develop the mosquito air further. This one right here is a homemade invention developed in a backyard garage. Despite being homemade, it features a more sophisticated exhaust system and a rotor with a more appropriate diameter to support the pilot's weight. Lest I forget, it was also built with a single-seat enclosed cockpit, a windshield, skid landing gear, and stroke engines. Its fuselage is made from composites and metal tubing with an impressive pilot and baggage payload capacity. Guerrilla Apocalypse. Guerrilla Apocalypse is crafted entirely from scrap car bumpers and panels. The sculpture was designed to highlight the critical decline of the Guerrilla, as well as the climate change issues the creator believes are worsened by motoring companies. The sculpture is so huge to fit indoors, so it was placed outdoors to welcome you as a step into the centre. The British Ironworks Centre hopes the Guerrilla sculpture will act as both a catalyst for industries and a point of tuition to educate children and young people about environmental issues, urging the government to reduce the negative effects global car industries have on the planet. Cocktail machine. Another incredible homemade gadget is this cocktail machine made from the combination of Arduino Nano, an LCD, a rotor encoder, 3 peristaltic pumps with motor drivers, a load cell, and a couple of pieces of wood to create a crude but functional cocktail machine. The cocktail machine is easy to use, and the creator provided the manual for anyone who might be interested in creating their cocktail machine. Tesla on tracks. Tesla is a really fantastic car with lots of reasons to fall in love with it, but it's not suitable for really sandy terrains, so these guys tried a bit of modification on the Tesla to their personal taste and use. First, they built a gigantic steel construction attached to 2 gigantic chains. Each chain weighs 1.3 tons and will replace the original wheel that comes with the car. These new tracks are supposed to steadily and swiftly maneuver through off-road trips, instantly transforming the vehicle into a giant 6-ton electric tank. Even though it took them 4 weeks to finally build this, the end result is absolutely incredible and impressive and looks ready for some trip on rough terrain. 3D printed prosthetic arm. The 3D prosthetic arm was designed as a project by a student to return as much functionality as possible. A user of the 3D printed prosthetic arm should be able to control the arm via muscular flexing, detected using surface electrodes placed on the skin. The bionic arm has the potential to be used by an amputee or person born without a limb. Such an arm is electronically actuated and controlled when users flex their muscles. This amazing device might be a dream come true for those with missing limbs, so that they can do a lot more with their hands. Pontoon boat with paddle wheels. This one-of-a-kind paddle wheel pontoon is powered by an old Dixon Zero turn riding mower, making it more maneuverable and fun to drive on water. It was said to have a lot of pulling power and can go through heavy weeds without slowing down. The pontoon measures 18 feet long by 8 foot wide and floats on a pier of 20 feet long. Although there's no outboard motor on the back, still the watercraft is propelled by a pair of 4 feet diameter paddle wheels. A sprocket with a keyway was installed on the inside and outside ends of the axles in order to drive the paddle wheels better. Each paddle wheel contains 8 12-inch square paddles cut out of 55-gallon plastic barrels and bolted to lengths of angle iron welded to a 15-inch metal plate. VAZ 2210 transformer. Inspired by the Transformer movie series, a father and son team transformed their Russian-made car into a shape-shifting robot with automatic weapons. The shape-shifting from being an ordinary car to an armed robot is really impressive and worth seeing. Gooey Gooey rides roller automated coaster. The Backyard Automated Roller Coaster by Williams is also another amazing project worth looking at. He gained inspiration from his passion for theme park rides. The steel roller coaster was specifically designed for children. It can withstand up to 55 kilograms at a time, while the wooden coaster is designed to carry 2 passengers weighing up to 80 kilograms. With a high level of security and protection, the roller coaster is a complete, transportable closed circuit. The electric system also has a high level of safety and complies with set standards. Huge drone. Compared with other drones, this is a huge handmade drone also created in a backyard garage. Even though it's this huge, you can easily control it with a controller. With multiple rotors, the drone has incredible flight capacities. Wood chunker made with a wheel rim. It's really a good thing that different people keep coming up with different ideas to make farm work easier and more productive. This wood chunker is one of those fantastic farm pieces of machinery that's quite thoughtful. The machine easily cuts trees into smaller chunks in an instant. Thor Hammer homemade. Just like it's impossible for any other person to use Thor's hammer aside from him or his sister, this homemade Thor hammer does something similar. It becomes impossible for you to lift this replica unless you have the owner's fingerprint. This is because of the included capacitive touch sensor placed on the handle. Since he does not have access to the magic of the Norse gods, the creator opted to use the electromagnets and a thumbprint scanner. With this, if anyone who doesn't have their print recorded tries to lift the hammer, they can't, as long as it stays on a metal surface.